Hello, my name is Bill Hildebrand. I'm the founder of AquaponicsSurvivor.com, and I am so glad that you're here with me for this video review, the Easy DIY Aquaponics Program by Andrew Estes. This is a complete program. It can be for beginners, or it could even be for seasoned aquaponic veterans. The DIY, of course, stands for do it yourself, and believe me, as I go through here, I think you'll see that it's very easy for you to put this system together. Andrew starts out with a very informative PDF talking about what aquaponics is, what type of gardening that is, and also how it's all put together. Next, he gets into some detail about the different components of the system and just how they work. Talks a little bit about siphons for returning the water from the grow beds back to the fish tank, and some of the other operative features such as that. He does some nice diagrams that show you how the system fits together and just how some of those components work. He's also very good about giving information for sourcing the different components, either locally or providing website addresses. He also talks about the best location for your system based on the type of climate that you reside in. You know, that's important because of temperatures and that type of things. He'll get a little bit into that, and you'll see what can work best for you. There's lists of the best fish and the best type of plants that work best with aquaponics systems, and even a reminder to check with local authorities about what can be raised in your area. Then Andrew gets into the assembly of each of the components. Here again, if he's not already done so, he'll be good about giving you more sourcing of each component. To complete the PDF report, he gets into the maintenance and the testing necessary to keep your system working in tip-top order. Most systems require very little maintenance, usually just things on a weekly basis. However, he does emphasize the extreme importance for doing that, and you'll see why. You know, for instance, if you don't and things get out of balance, there's one thing that seems to always happen. You'll end up with dead fish, and that's certainly something that you do not want to worry about. There would go your source of nutrients for all of that produce that you're trying to grow. And then lastly, he talks a little bit about the type of food that fish like, and he even goes as far as giving you a little bit of advice on if you want to raise fry or fingerlings. That's those little fish, of course, that grow into the big fish, if you'd really like to do that. Now it's time to look at the next component of the program, which is the video presentation. Here, Andrew lays out a step-by-step plan for putting the system together, showing you all the components that are necessary, including the tools that he uses. Again, he's detailed about the placement of the system to make sure that you got good access to the grow bed. So, using a good combination of the PDF along with the video will give you everything that you need to know and complete instructions for completing the assembly of your aquaponics system. Wow! I tell you what, I can't believe one of the great features of this program. It comes with just some of the best little add-on components that I've ever seen. In addition to the core PDF and the video, you're going to get a monthly maintenance log. Not only that, it will allow you, it not only tells you what the weekly and monthly type maintenance and testing procedures are, but it lets you keep a great log of that. All you have to do is make copies of the sheet so you have one for each month. Second thing that you're going to get is a complete parts sheet. This was laid out tremendously in that it broke it down, all the parts into for each component system. Takes, like, for instance, the drainage system, just gives you the parts for that. The water pumping system gives you the parts for that, etc. It is really well thought out and a great addition to the program. Next, he gives you a complete troubleshooting guide. Again, laid out similar to the parts guide in that it is troubleshooting of your fish, troubleshooting of your plants, troubleshooting of your system. That's something I've not seen in any other program. It's terrific. Then he gives you something that he calls the IBCs of aquaponics. Really, I can't even explain this to you. You'll have to see it. It's a 187-page PDF, and all I can say about it is interactive. It pretty much is a complete A to Z composition of just about anything and everything that you'd ever want to know about aquaponics, aquaponics systems, or any of the components that it takes to build a system. You just got to see it to believe it. Lastly, but certainly not least, is what is called the All-Access Download Pass. Now, I'm not going to get into everything this thing gives you, but here's just an example. What it really is it gives you unlimited membership in the Easy DIY Aquaponics membership site. With that, it gives you unlimited access and downloads. That means that for some reason you lose this file for your program, you can get back access to it, download it again so that you've got the ability to make sure that you have it. Another thing it does is it gives you access to different content and videos that get updated and things about aquaponics and even some other types of related programs. So that's all I'm going to tell you about it now. Again, it's a valuable little added component. And then that's not even the end of it. Andrew decided to throw in 7 additional bonuses along with the program. I'm going to just do a brief outline of them for you right here. First, there's Easy Gardening with Hydroponics. That's one of the components of aquaponics, and could be some very interesting reading there. Another one's called Go Green, Save Green. Basically, I think this is just a book that talks a little bit about kind of saving the ecology, maybe, lightening your carbon footprint, and at the same time being able to even save some money. There's another one called Living Green, and that's, again, a little bit more about the environment. And then there's worm farming. Now, I realize that's probably not for everybody, but if you are a gardener outside or you've got flower beds and that kind of thing, you certainly can never have too much compost, and worms are one of the essential components of making a compost pile. Another great one here, and this is kind of relative even to my site since I talk a little bit about survival. This one's called How to Take Care of Your Family When Disaster Strikes, and it's kind of a good overall look at some of the things that you can do to make sure your family's safe during a disaster of some kind. Next one's called Let's Get Organized. Basically just a book to help you find ways to organize yourself instead of having to pull your hair out and, have things just crazy all the time. And the last one is called Household Budgeting. Who couldn't use that? I think a lot of us could certainly use a program to maybe get our finances in a little bit better order. So I just wanted to let you know there is an ironclad 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee on this product. So what have you got to lose? If you buy the program, you go through it, you find, this just doesn't make sense for me. I don't like what this has to say. Hey, within 60 days, you can just get your money back. Now, if you're really serious about providing your family with fresh, healthy, organic food all year long, and you also want to save bundles of money at the grocery store, then now is the time to take action. Just click on the banner that's located directly below this video. It'll take you to a page where Andrew will fill you in on all the details of how to get this easy DIY aquaponics program. So go ahead, take some action now. Hey, I really appreciate you stopping by. Thank you, and goodbye for now.